The mahogany conference table at Kwan and Partners shone under the harsh overhead lights. 20 floors up. My father's corner office overlooked the Hudson River. I perched in the cheap visitor's chair. My brother Adrian claimed the leather seat to Dad's right. "So, Elena," my father said without lifting his eyes from the document I had carried for 3 months. "You're asking for $800,000 into what?" "Flux Stream Analytics," I replied. "A predictive engine for real-time market data." Adrian's Princeton ring caught the light. We read it all. 5 pages of buzzwords. "It's a 40-page proposal," I said. 5 pages are just the summary. The rest are specs. Market forecasts, projections. He leaned back. "Let me save us some time." "It's garbage." Dad's pen paused. He still didn't look at me. "Adrian, let her present." "Why?" "She's 29. No management experience, no team, no track record. She codes alone in her apartment and calls it a company." "I have an MIT degree," I said. "And you've done nothing with it," he said, finally meeting my eyes. "Your ideas have always been jokes." I kept my hands folded. "I've tested the model on live feeds." "Accuracy." "Enough," Dad interrupted, lifting his glasses. "I've seen thousands of pitches. This won't go anywhere. You haven't read the technical section." "I don't need to." He snapped the folder closed and slid it across the table. "Get real-world experience. Start at the bottom. Try again in 5, 10 years." I gathered the pages. "That's final." "It's business," he said. I rode the elevator down. On the sidewalk, I bought a coffee I couldn't really afford, opened my laptop, and unlocked the encrypted folder I had labeled months ago. Incorporation, trademarks, and a list of angel investors who actually fund early-stage tech. The coffee went cold as my phone buzzed non-stop. "Mom, how did it go? Did they invest?" I watched the 3 dots blink, then fade. Another call lit up the screen. Noah Brandt from Harborline Capital. The fund was beta testing my engine under NDA. "Elena," he said, steady and calm. "Flux Stream just called tomorrow's move on a basket we've missed all year. We want to expand to all desks and secure exclusivity while you're still in beta." "How exclusive?" 6 months, $5 million upfront, then standard AUM licensing. "We'll pay a premium for the Wall Street desks." My hands trembled under the table. My voice stayed steady. 6 months at 5 works. "I'll have counsel draft terms." "You have counsel?" "I do." The next weeks blurred into relentless, precise work. Angels wired the final tranche. 2 more funds joined the sandbox. Accuracy held between 18% and 31% above baseline. I hired 7 engineers, then 19. We rebuilt ingestion, fortified the feature store, and created audit trails that any auditor would admire. Series A closed at $130 million. I retained 73%. At family dinner, I said nothing. I carved my roast chicken and listened to Adrian describe a rocket ship analytics startup he had read about on Bloomberg. "Flux Stream something," he muttered, scrolling. "Anonymous founder. Real results, finally." Dad nodded, already calculating. "You should send them a resume, Elena. A company like that will need staff." "Maybe," I said, sipping water. That night, alone at my kitchen table, I opened the Draft S1 on my laptop. Our revenue graph climbed like a pristine coastline. "Ready," I whispered, setting the timetable in motion. 3 Thursdays later, I stood beneath the blue screens of Times Square, navy suit, hair neat. At 9:30 a.m., I rang the NASDAQ bell. Our ticker lit up. Trades came down like summer rain. By 9:45, Flux Stream cleared $7.2 billion in market cap. My stake, 73%. A Bloomberg alert pinged. Another followed. Kwan and Partners claims early support for Flux Stream. I exhaled and called Sarah, my head of PR, issue a correction. Timeline. Rejection. Facts. No heat, just truth. Car to Lower Manhattan. The receptionist blinked when I asked for my father. Adrian was glued to a terminal. Our symbol pulsed. Elena, Dad said, closing the door. Tell me this isn't real. It is. Silence. Then we can help now. Capital introductions. We're funded. I have advisors, I said, holding his gaze. I needed belief before the headlines. He swallowed. We failed you. You did, I said. And I learned to move forward without permission. Mom appeared, eyes glistening. Why didn't you tell us? You never asked to see the work. You asked me to be smaller. The desk phone rang. Journalists on hold. He let it ring. I don't want your money, I said. I want accuracy. When reporters call, say you passed. Say I built this with angels and a team you never met. Adrian's voice was small. I called it garbage. You were honest, I said. Be honest now. That evening, media outlets ran the correction. Some clients left my father's firm. Others stayed. I slept. A week later, he came to my office not as patriarch, but as a man. I'm proud of you, he said. No, right, but I am, he admitted. Thank you, I said. The river flowed, indifferent. I have a board call, I said, closing the door and returning to work.